So for those of you who are wondering what hip dips are just the dips on the sides of your hips that seem to cause so much controversy. But here's the truth, they are totally normal. There's nothing wrong with you if you have hip dips. Depending on your bone structure, your hip dips can be a lot more visible. Now, when I used to be leaner, my hip dips were more pronounced. But over the years, because I've built a lot of muscle mass and I've gotten a bit bigger and enhanced my curves, I've been able to minimize the appearance of my hip dips. So today's video, we're doing a lower body at home glute emphasis routine that targets your glutes, your adductors as well, that will help you build the muscles around your hips to give you that hourglass shape. Remember, consistency is the name of the game. In this video, I'm also going to give gym alternatives if you go to the gym and you don't work out at home. So grab your mat, your water bottles. I have a range of dumbbells that I'm going to be using for this workout today. And I also will be using my resistance bands as well. These resistance bands are available to shop from my website, so make sure you check them out. All right, so first things first, of course, we're always going to start with our dynamic warm up, and we're going to jump into the workout for today. So I have about 6 exercises that I'm going to show you. These exercises are my holy grail. Okay, if you do these exercises consistently for a period of time, you are going to see results. Remember what I said, hip dips are 100% normal, they're natural. However, these exercises are guaranteed to help you build those muscles around your glutes and give you the illusion of an hourglass shape. So let's get into it. Also, remember the importance of your nutrition, okay? You cannot build lean muscle if you're not eating enough calories, and those calories need to come from healthy foods. So if you want to see the growth in your glutes, honey, you have to eat, okay? So make sure you check out my cookbook. I have a digital cookbook with over 30 recipes from global cuisines, and these recipes are high protein, and trust me, it'll do you a lot of good. So first things first, of course, we have to start off with a warm up and like a dynamic stretch. So the first warm up we're gonna do are leg swings. So what you wanna do is, if you can, lean or hold on to like a stable surface so that you are stable and you're not swinging from back and forth. So what we're doing essentially is we're swinging one leg forward and backwards, right, in a controlled motion. And we're gonna do this for a few seconds. And switch to the other side. So the reason why I like doing this particular warm-up is because it warms up your hip flexors, your hamstrings, your inner thigh muscles, and it just improves your range of motion around your hip joint. And, all right, good. Next, we're gonna do our hip circles. So you're gonna bring one foot up, right? Stand with your feet hip width apart. Hands on your hips, of course. And then you're going to circle your leg clockwise for about 10 rotations. And now we're going to do counterclockwise. And switch to the other leg. Counterclockwise now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh yeah, I felt that. Now we're gonna lunge with a torso twist. So we're gonna step into a lunge, and then we're gonna twist our torso, come back up, other side, alternate, twist. Gonna do this for a few reps. 3, 2, and 1. Next warm up, we're going to do side lateral lunges. We're going to do deep lateral lunges. So we're going to step one foot out to the side, and then you're going to go deep into a lateral lunge, and then we're going to sway to the other side. Deep, stretch, feel those hamstrings. Slowly, controlled. I'm driving my knee forward as well. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shit. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna grab my latex booty band in light resistance. The first exercise that we are doing are fire hydrants. So you're gonna go ahead, put that resistance band over your feet, bring it up to right over your knees. And we're gonna get down on all fours. And all you're doing is extending that leg upwards. And we're gonna do each side for 10 reps. And let's go. 2, 3, and make sure that you're squeezing your core tight, and breathe in, and then exhale when you lower that foot back down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. 10. Now we're going to alternate, switch to the other side. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to slow and control your movements. 8. Last one. 10. Whew. Your gym alternative is a hip abduction if you're trying to grow your side glutes. Now, this exercise is going to fire up your gluteus medius and your gluteus minimus as well. These are the muscles responsible for that rounder, fuller side booty look. Also, pro tip, here I like to lean forward just slightly while I'm using the machine just to really activate my glutes instead of letting my hip flexors take over. And that is how you get that wider, more sculpted hip shape. Next exercise that we're performing are glute kickbacks. Still using the same band. This time you're gonna have the band over your ankles. Still get down on your hands and your knees. And this time we are extending our legs backwards. Bring it in, slightly squeeze your core as well when you bring that foot in, and then kick back. Slightly squeeze your glutes at the top right here. Bring it back in. Keep your core tight and extend. That's 3. We're doing 10 reps on each side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. 10. Switch to the other side. 10 reps as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last rep, 10. Woo. So you see, when you slow down your movement, like when you slow down your reps, you feel you just feel the muscle sensation so much more. And I could literally feel like my glutes working during the movement. And like, that's the most important thing, Gym alternative is the cable kickback. So this is targeting the gluteus maximus, which is your main, okay, booty builder, which is going to give you that lifted, fuller look. Here you want to control your movement. Don't swing your legs back. Squeeze your glutes at the top and keep your core tight. Focus on driving through your heels and not your lower back. All right, so I pulled out my bench for this next exercise. We're going to do a hip thrust or a glute bridge, whatever variation you want to do. I'm using my heavier dumbbell, 12.5 kg. Gonna place the dumbbell on our lap. You're gonna go down. And what you want to do here is have your shoulders off the bench and also your neck off the bench. So basically you're going to act like a lever. So all you're doing is thrusting your hips forward and then lowering it back down. You're moving with your weights. So I don't want your head up here like this during the whole movement. Take it off. All right, so all you're doing is resting your mid back on the bench. Your feet shoulder width apart. All right, angle 90 degrees. So give a little space from your hips, your weights here, and thrust. Squeeze your glutes at the top for a few seconds and lower it back down. We're gonna do this 10 reps. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, push through, 8, 9, last rep, and 10. Good. Sometimes I like to just hold that squeeze in at the top for my last rep. Feel the burn. And bring it down. Also remember that you're completing 3 to 4 sets of each exercise. I'm taking you guys through the first set only. So 3 to 4 sets of each exercise. So this is the first round. When you're done with all the exercises, you want to go back and start from the top again. All right, just keep that in mind. Gym alternative is the machine glute bridge or a barbell hip thrust if you're trying to grow your glutes. Okay, this is one of the best tools for the job. So here I want you to drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes hard at the top, and do not rush this exercise. Okay, so if you want that extra burn, you can add slow eccentrics or a single leg variation. Next exercise is an exercise that we all love to hate, but this is really good for your glutes. We're gonna do Bulgarian split squats, grabbing my 5 kg dumbbells, okay? So the trick here, what you wanna do is come forward, give yourself a good amount of space. Now here's another trick to set up for your Bulgarian split squats. Rest up on the bench or whatever you're using, the elevated surface that you're using. Extend your legs out, all right? And this is what you're going to use to measure where your foot, that front foot is going to be. So keep your working leg, all right, or your stable leg rather. Here in this spot, come up, take this leg and rest it on your surface. I'm gonna come back just a little bit. And this is where your feet is gonna be working from. All right, so go ahead, grab your weights. We're gonna do 10 reps on each side. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna complete 5 reps, and then I'm going to finish off using a resistance band. So for those of you who don't have dumbbells at home, I'm gonna show you how you can perform this exercise using a band. All right, let's go. 1, down. I like to tuck my chin in as well, as opposed to just having my head up. So tuck it down. That way I'm putting all the emphasis and the weight in right here, my quads, my glutes, the pressure. And you want to push through your heels on the come up, all right? Push through your heels. 4, 5. Repeat on the other side. Stabilize yourself, find your balance. Lower down, push through your heels. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so let me show you how to perform this using my glute band. What you want to do is step on that band, put it over your heels, same movement, same form. And just like that, this just gives you added resistance without the dumbbell. There you go. Next exercise we're doing are hip bridge abductions. This is one of my favorite exercises, at-home exercises for my side glutes. And now I am using my cotton glute band. This is heavy resistance. And you're just going to put it over your knees. And you're going to go down into a glute bridge position. So down, rest on your back. And what you're doing here, keep your feet shoulder width apart. So closer than shoulder width apart, not too far out. And what you're going to do here is you're going to raise your hips. And when you come up, slightly squeeze your glutes. And then you're going to open up with that resistance. You're going to feel it right here. Lower down, up, and open, down. We have 10 reps. Squeeze your glutes, open up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Now, if you're working from the gym, you can do a dumbbell step up, okay? So this is a killer move for glute growth. Plus, it also works your quads, your hamstrings, and your core for that all-round lower body strength. The key here is to drive through your heels and not your toes so that your glutes are the ones doing the heavy lifting instead of your quads. So up next, we're doing reverse lunges, and we're going to alternate one foot after the other. I'm using dumbbells, but I'm also going to put up an alternative. If you don't have dumbbells and you're using a resistance band, you're going to see an alternative to this exercise. So here, you're stepping your foot back, going deep, driving forward, push through your heels. And we are alternating. Remember to keep your chin tucked and slowly perform this movement. 10 reps, 3, 5, 6, 7, push through, 8, 9, final rep, 10, and drop. Whew. So a gym variation that I like to do is the deficit reverse lunge. So the deficit is created by standing on an elevated surface. So I have a weight plate that I'm stepping on. So the key here is to step back deep. You want to drop that back knee low and then drive through your front heel. So you want to keep your chest up as well, core tight to stay stable. And if you want to make it harder, hold a pair of dumbbells, slow down the eccentric, and add a slight lean forward to maximize glute activation. So the final exercise that I like to do, the final exercise that we are doing are sumo squats.
Okay, so sumo squats don't just help with your glutes, but it also helps right here with your inner thighs. All right, you want those really lean, toned, well-defined, sexy structured legs, and we can't ignore our inner thighs right here. So I'm gonna grab a kettlebell. I have a 15 kg kettlebell right here, and I feel like this is perfect for sumo squats, okay? So we're gonna do 10 reps. So with this exercise, what you wanna do is step all the way out, all right? Wider than shoulder hip width apart. Have your weights in your hands. Again, if you do not have access to weights, I'm going to put up an alternative so that you can do this with a resistance band, okay? So we're doing 10 reps of each exercise as usual. Let's go. Slowly, remember, push through your heels. I want all the weight to be in your heels when you're doing this exercise. And you're going to feel the stretch right here. And that's exactly what you want. And when you come up with this movement, you're going to slightly squeeze your glutes. Do not hyperextend. So I don't want to see this. Keep that back straight throughout the movement. 8, 9, final, and 10. Drop. And there you go. That's the routine for today. If you follow this exercise or if you watch till the end, you're a real one. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Save this workout in your catalog, in your library, in your playlist. Always revisit it. Like I said, you want to make sure that you're doing these exercises consistently for the best results. All right, consistency is key to achieving any type of result that you want on your fitness journey. If you need any extra help, please, 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 I have workout programs, glute guides. If your goal is to lose weight, whatever your goal is, I have workout guides, nutrition plans catered to that. Also, my cookbook is available, you guys. I have a digital cookbook available. So if you're somebody who struggles with nutrition, or if you just find your nutrition routine a little boring and you just need some extra recipes, check out my digital cookbook. I also have all the links available in my description box, so make sure that you check that out. And with that being said, see you guys in my next video.